to Starry-Eyed Tarot. My name is Sophie. I am your friendly tarot reader for today. I'm going to wait just a couple seconds for people to come into the room. Okay. Welcome, everybody. I hope you are all having a lovely weekend so far. Okay. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the chat on my device here. All right. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Sophie. I am your friendly tarot reader for today. I am going to summon my dutiful Nightbot, my dutiful AI mod, and I will put all of my donation information will be pinned at the top of the chat. Once Nightbot shows up, they're not here yet. I don't sip of my lemonade. All right, there is Nightbot. And I am also going to do my spiel, which I think of all my live streams, or at least I try to if we have time, which I do right now. I can answer any question that you have, and we are, except with the exception of medical or questions. Let's see here, and we are using, oops, I need to move this over a little bit. Okay. We are using the Jupiter Power Tarot deck today. Woo. The lovely Jupiter Power Tarot deck today. And I am capable of answering any of y'all's questions. Like I said, with the exception of medical or legal questions. And if you are on this video, please be lovely and remember to hit the like button. It really helps me out. Hello, welcome. I don't know how to pronounce your username, but welcome to Starry-Eyed Tarot. I am also a psychic medium. I can contact those who have passed on. Here's all my mediumship. And I do ask that if that is something that you are interested in filling up today, that we just check in beforehand. Oh, shoot. Oh, but okay, I'll have to go and get a, Felicia! Hey, Felicia. I was thinking about you. It's so random. I was legit just thinking about you, and I was doing my makeup right before I went live. I was like, I haven't seen Felicia in a little minute. How are you doing, love? Happy Sunday. Oops. Yay! I'm so happy you're here, hun. I don't, oh, here, oh, that's why. Okay. Sorry. How is everything going on in your world, in Felicia's world? Are you traveling? Don't have to say where for. Oh, no, you're all good. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. No, I'm not traveling. I'm just at my folks' house this weekend. My mom had a hip replacement on Thursday, and everything went really well. Tired as always. Yeah. We will be officially out of Mercury retrograde by the 15th. So I waver between here. Yeah, it's a very intensive operation in the. It's very fast. It's quite fast. She wasn't. I think she was in the hospital for maybe like 12 hours, 16 hours. I think the operation itself was only like 4 hours. But it's the post-op, the physical therapy. Like she still can't walk. Well, she's using a walker, but she can't use that leg. And she'll probably be on a walker for about 2 weeks or so. Wonderful because she has my dad here. But I wanted to just be here. It happened to not have any work with my other job this weekend, so I was able to come here and yeah, just offer an extra set, pair of hands. Bonjour, bonjour, Luc Vies from France. Lucky, I wish I was. That's my favorite place. My favorite city in the world is Paris. I love France. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm just here, just offering all the support I can. There we go. My artificial I turned my artificial Botox on. My mom was watching me live the other day. I went live and she was like, "There's something. I think there's like Vaseline or something on her lens." I'm like, "Nope, Mom. That's intentional. That's the retouch." Well, thank you so very much, Felicia, for your donation, hon. Thank you, thank you. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you, love. Oh yeah, that's right. I probably wasn't able to even pin it. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay, because I was on the other side here. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to me today. All right, let's see, honey. Messengers and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any messages she needs to hear today. I apologize for the shakiness, everybody. This table is a little shaky. Spirit guides, and I promise I'm not in the middle of an earthquake. Everything's good. Angels, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Messengers and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Felicia, we have Page of Cups, Justice reversed, King of Cups, Six of Swords, and Page of Pentacles reversed. I was thinking about the Page of Cups earlier today, this card in particular, and when I was very, very young, I was first familiarizing myself with tarot. We're talking going back 20 years. I'm dating myself, but we're going back like 20 years or so. I used to pull this card a lot for myself, and I often had a hard time like fully understanding its meaning in various contexts. The big way that I always see this card is inspiration, creativity and inspiration, drawing forth from either within, from external forces, inspiring you, and fortifying your energy and your accomplishments, and what you create in your creations in this world. It's also a reminder. It's crazy, girl. I swear I was thinking about you, and I swear I was thinking about this card, or like, not even lying. Like I could have sworn I was thinking about both things. Like I was definitely thinking about Page of Cups, like just a moment, like just less than an hour ago, and I was thinking about Miss Felicia. I'm really focusing. I have to focus on this card. This card is definitely a really good portent, and is a message from spirit. When it's a message from spirit, spirit is trying to remind you of the wellspring of creativity that's within you. And when I say creativity, I don't necessarily mean artistic endeavors, or art, or like stylistic endeavors. I also mean just how we operate in life, how we how you when confronted with sorry, I thought there was a mark on that, but I think she just has little freckles on her nose. When you are confronted with a conflict or a situation that is difficult, you're really good at finding a resolution, and you're really good at well, you're very, very smart. You're also you're very plucky. You're very resourceful. You're a very resourceful woman. And this Page of Cups is like, it's like a well, the water, the cups is like a wellspring of all of that within you. And yeah, when you're faced with challenges, you're very resourceful, and you're good at tackling them. And I'm seeing it in this context, and feeling it in this context, energetically, especially with this Justice card right next to it. And you are Justice, you are Libra, you are Lady Justice, and there's something that's not just, and something that is largely out of your hands at this time, with the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have this Page of Cups. We also have this Page of Pentacles reversed. And I don't know about other readers. They may, I was thinking about this card last night, Page of Pentacles. I don't know if I read this card the exact same way that most other readers do traditionally. But the way that I've always seen this card is also a really predictor of what people do for a living, but I don't see it in that context either. I see with the Page of Pentacles, it's like something that's either in your hands or out of your hands, and I feel, or I believe, that there's some kind of fundamental injustice that is out of your hands. I'm going to guess it's the lack of closure, the lack of finalization of your divorce, your settlement. But what I also am seeing is that, and I don't know if that's been burdening you particularly lately, or if that's just been on your mind, or bothering you, because I do see this Six of Swords as well, which is getting in one's boat and moving away to calm waters. I do sense that there is, I know you told me that you were tired lately, but I do feel that there is an influx of particularly unjust and imbalanced energies and situations in your life, and they are largely some of them are largely out of your hands, and that's where we do have this Page of Pentacles reversed, but that's where this Page of Cups comes in clutch for you, Felicia. This Page of Cups is showing you, is saying to you, is Spirit saying to you that despite being faced with certain challenges and difficulties, you can overcome all of them. There are fundamental injustices in this world that we don't have the power of taking care of, or stopping, just in our hands, despite how much we may try. There's only so much we can do, and I'm really feeling that that Spirit is saying that you've done all that you possibly can do, and now it's time to just remain balanced and as emotionally balanced and energetically balanced as you possibly can, with this King of Cups right here in the center. The card I was holding up in my picture for my thumbnail for this video. That's really funny. But yeah, I was holding this King of Cups. I love this card. This is a great card. The King of Cups, again, with this water energy. Water cups, water being the realm of emotions within tarot. The King of Cups sits on his throne, and is and does not, unless this is reversed, which is not, it's upright. He stays upright. He stays upright. Just and his throne is resting atop the ocean, very rocky waters sometimes, not always, because he knows that that although the waters may be rocky at times, the tide is always changing. The tide is never, the waves are never static. The waves are never always calm. The waves are never always crashing and turbulent. They are constantly in flux. And that's really the message. A big part of the message I'm getting here from Spirit is, if there's chaos in your life, that too will pass. If there's peace in your life, that too may pass. If there's disharmony in your life, that will pass. If there's harmony in your life, that also may pass. The good and the bad. That's been something I've been talking about a lot with people this week. Not just my clients, but also friends. Rachel, I've been processing the injustice and the reason why. Yeah. There's no closure. You've got to know closure. And I do remember giving you a reading. I think it was I want to say like 6 months ago or so, and I believe it was the same question, like message from Spirit, and we got a message that this lack of closure, you may just have to let go, and you have just let go with a lot of grace, but there was something I said along the lines of like, if even though he hasn't given you the grace that you need in this situation, you have the sovereignty and the agency to grant yourself the grace in this situation, to remain the King of Cups, even though you're a queen. You are the Queen of Swords, to remain in this King of Cups energy and own this King of Cups energy. Remain seated and calm while the turbulence is going on. Definitely remain seated and calm at this time, because things are constantly in flux, and I mean, this has got to come to a close at some point. I mean, so wait, I'm not trying to get into your business, and I don't want to. You didn't come here to talk this, I'm sure. If you don't want to talk about it, that's totally fine. But I do have a little question, if you don't mind answering, because I had a client last night who's dealing with a legal issue, divorce, and her question was, how will he react when he gets served next week? And he's been evading a lot of things, and he's committed a lot of crimes, and he's also a sheriff. So it's like he knows he can't evade law anymore. Do you think so? Has he been like? Does he like not like? Does he not like answer the papers that he served with? Oh yeah. I wonder why that is. Yeah, I don't want to wake my mom up. But I can try and speak louder. Is that better? She's just down the hall. I think I woke my cat up. That's better. Okay. I think the microphone is at the bottom of this iPad, and I have to have it just placed where it is. So I'm gonna just try and, I guess, move this back a little bit here. Sorry about that, Felicia. You were able to hear my reading though, right? You were able to hear that clearly. You were able to hear very little of that? Oh no. Can you give me 1 second, Felicia? I'm so sorry, honey. Okay, that's really weird, Felicia, because I just I don't know if anybody else in the chat, there's not a whole lot of people in the chat, but if there is somebody in the chat, hey Phil, there is somebody in the chat. Hey Phyllis, Phyllis, are you able to hear me okay? Thank you so much for your donation, love. Thank you. Um okay. Whoa. Sorry. So I just had it, I just re-listened to my live stream earlier, like I moved it back to your reading, and I heard it sounded okay for me. So maybe I'm wondering if there's something going on your end, possibly. But if you were not able to hear that reading, Felicia, I can definitely go over it for you. We can do a quick rundown. But I'm wondering if you went back and listened to it on another device. I believe you'd probably be able to hear it, but I'm going to do a quick rundown. You're cooking right now. Okay, well, let me do a quick rundown before we jump into Phyllis's reading. This Page of Cups, you are a very resourceful woman, and whatever challenges come your way, conflicts come your way, you are able to tackle them with grace and with dignity and resourcefulness. You're a very resourceful, smart woman. And this card is a very good portent. I was actually thinking about this card when I was like within the time frame I was thinking about you earlier. But we also have this Page of Pentacles reversed at the end, which does say that there are some things, certain justices that are out of your hands, and you've done everything that you could do. You're on the right path. You've done everything that you can do, and now all you can do is live your life, move as you have been doing, with the Six of Swords. Just move on emotionally as much as you can, and I believe you have. You really have in a lot of in major ways. Almost completely. And it's time to. It's okay to question why. But Spirit is saying that it's not your fault. You've done everything that you could do, and now it's time to sit a throne like the King of Cups. And his throne is on the water. It's on the ocean. It's time to just sit and remain calm, especially in times of turbulence. And to know that, because the King of Cups is wise with the knowledge that that the tide can be crazy sometimes. The ocean can be really, really choppy and really, really perilous. But that will pass, just like everything else does, and the waters will go back to being calm. But that will also be that's also temporal as well. It doesn't stay the same. It's not stagnant. So in short, I do believe you can probably listen to it on another device. I think that, but let me know if it did, like email me or message me if it doesn't work. And because this message is really, really important, and I'm seeing a lot here. And in short, you're definitely on the right path, hon, and you've done all the things you can do with lots of grace. And you're Libra, so you stand for justice. And when there isn't, it causes it definitely cause for question, and I understand that for sure. But Spirit is saying that just like all things, this will pass as well, and harmony will be restored. Okay. Thank you so much, Felicia. I really, really appreciate you. Much love and light to you. And I don't know what you're cooking, but I bet it's delicious, and you enjoy your din din tonight. Thank you again, Felicia. Much love to you. Phyllis, thank you for your donation, love. I applied to a hospital job that is part-time, but the stigma behind it's where my mom was at before she passed. Would Spirit want me there? Okay. Good question, Phyllis. Good question. Let's see here. How do I phrase this question? Is Spirit, are Phyllis's, is Spirit okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom, where she was before she passed. Phyllis's mom was before she passed. Okay, we'll ask it that way. Yeah. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Spirit okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Messengers and spirit guides, is Spirit okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her was before she passed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, is Spirit okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, is Spirit okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Spirit, are you okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, are you okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, are you okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, are you okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, are you okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, are you okay with Phyllis working at the hospital where her mom was before she passed? Sorry, that box bopping up and down was bothering me and probably bothering y'all too. Okay, sorry about that. I got nothing else but my purse, so we're just gonna do that. All right, Miss Phyllis, let's get right on into this, sweetheart. Okay, we have. Oh, thank you, Felicia. Hugs to you too. Hugs to you too, love. Oh, sorry, to Phyllis. Yeah, no, to Phyllis for sure. Absolutely. Hugs all around. 4 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Again, I got the page. Felicia got the Page of Cups too. 3 of Swords. 6 of Cups reversed. And 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So, Phyllis, to answer your question, yes, Spirit is okay with you, and I figured they would be okay with you working at the hospital where your mom was before she passed. You need to work. You need to work. Spirit understands. They don't have this concept of time. No offense, Spirit. Jolie, hi, Jolie. This is crazy. I was thinking about you yesterday. I hope you're well, love. People who I've been thinking of are popping in. It's great to see you. Yeah, you gotta work, and Spirit, no offense, Spirit, you don't have the best concept of time all the time, but despite the fact that money and work are not a thing really in the spirit world. Oh, thank you so much, Jolie. Thank you. Hi, Fernando. Dude, this is crazy. I was thinking about you too, Fernando, yesterday. I'm not even joking. This is nuts. This is so cool. And thank you so much for your donation. Sorry to interrupt your reading, Phyllis. 1 second. Thank you, Fernando. Let me quickly add you, and then we will just start over with Phyllis's reading here, okay? Fernando. They pay between $17 and $25 an hour. Okay. That's I don't know. Is that that seems a little low? I do, and I was gonna say there's some caveats here. They're fine with you doing it. They understand, but they're saying that yeah, it's not good money, and it's not a good place for you to work. And I'm gonna explain why. But yeah, 5 of Pentacles is feeling impoverished or feeling like a lack, like you're working and working and working and nothing's paying off. Nothing, like your efforts are not paying off, and that's no good. If you could find a place that pays a little bit more, that would probably be better. But yeah, Spirit is saying that there's something to do with the money, and because I don't know where you live, and you don't have to tell me, but that's like minimum wage in San Francisco, but that's San Francisco, you know, so I don't know if that's like good or not so good. But for what you're doing, that's not minimum wage work. You know, you're farm tech. Like, I don't know if this job is a farm tech job, but Spirit is saying that it wouldn't be paying you what you're worth. But I applied to other jobs. You're in North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the standard pay is for what that work is in North Carolina. I know that we have a really high minimum wage rate because you can't live otherwise. Like, it's just impossible. We do have this Page of Cups, which is the one like little good thing. It is a part-time job. Again, I will repeat, Spirit is totally okay with you working there. They are concerned though. They don't think that you'll be happy. I think Page of Cups is saying that you're probably going to get the job, but they want to let you know that you're going to feel some heartache being there, and going to miss. It's going to trigger some feelings, you know, of missing your mom, of losing your mom. The Six of Cups is Six of Cups up is childhood memories, family memories. We have it reversed. It's like sad nostalgia, you know, because, you know, it's one thing to celebrate one's life, the life of one who we loved, who's passed, you know, and to remember them with joy and celebrate their life. And when you do think about them, you know, remembering all the, you know, the good, funny, beautiful things about your mom. But being in the hospital where she was before she passed, that's Three of Swords. That's gonna hurt. That's going to bring up some. And I know you're a very, very strong woman, Phyllis. You're such an emotionally resilient woman. You are so strong. But even the strongest person is still vulnerable. You know, you're a good woman, and you have a good heart and a good soul, and you were a good daughter, and it will drag up memories that you may not want to have all the time, when you're at work, or resentments. You know, did the hospital do a good enough job? Did they screw up? Like, you know, and then hi Deb, welcome. Sorry, I need to just turn this around. If if working there, you know, is also a pain in the butt, they're not paying you that well. There might be some issues, you know, with coworkers. I don't see that being so much of an issue. It's more, I see the money being an issue. It's very, very minimal in terms of what you need and what you deserve, what you're worth. And I know it wouldn't be forever, and I know it's just a part-time job, but this is what Spirit is saying, that. And I kind of anticipated this too, Phyllis. I wasn't surprised when I pulled the cards. I had it because I always kind of made a guess before I asked the question, and my guess was like, I really think they'll be totally fine with it. They know you need to work. They know that and that's fine. But they also don't want you to work in an environment that's going to trigger feelings of sadness and loss. I did have to scratch my nose, Deb. Sorry. Sometimes I have to, because my face is right in the camera. So when I have to blow my nose, scratch it, I think I need to take a Benadryl because I think I'm having like allergies or something. But I switch it back and forth. Don't worry. You can see my face in a moment. Sometimes I need to get off the camera. Yeah, no, I definitely anticipated this, Phyllis, that they want you to not work in an environment that's going to make you feel like that. Yeah, it might take a toll, but there was another job. It's still in the running for other jobs. I just don't know where I'll end up. For sure. But, and that unknown is okay, Phyllis, because I know it, you know, thank you for your donation, Jolie. I know that, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I know you're gonna find a job, Phyllis. You're so fastidious, and you're so focused, and you're putting in the work that's needed to find the job that you deserve. And you will get it. You will get it. you're laser focused, and money is coming towards you, work is coming towards you. But in terms of spirit being okay, spirit is okay with you working anywhere, girl. Really, they just want what's best for you, and there's better things out for you. Yeah. But yeah, girl, you're gonna find something, and you're gonna find something great, and it doesn't, it's not overnight, but especially when you're looking for a very specific job as you are. But there are definitely jobs, and they don't necessarily have to be farm tech jobs, right? I don't know if this is a farm tech job, but something, within medicine, within the pharmacy, you're definitely going to land that. Yeah, girl. Thank you so much, Phyllis. I really appreciate you, and yeah, that was a really interesting question, for sure. Yeah, right, Deb. All right, so let's go ahead and add Jolie to the list, and we are going to move on to Mr. Fernando. Thank you so much, Fernando, for your donation. Did you want a 10-card reading, or did you have 2 questions? 10-card general. You got it, hun. You got it. Alrighty. All right, Fernando. Fernando, I hope you are doing great today. Hope you're having a good weekend. I'm here over at my parents' house this weekend. That's why I have a different setup going on. Sorry I don't have the camera with my cards, but I will show you every card, everyone. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, provide Fernando with any and all messages that he needs to hear at this time. And if you are watching this live stream, please be a buddy and remember to click the like button. It really helps me out more than you even know. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Fernando with any and all messages he needs to hear at this time. Thank you. We have 5 of Swords reversed, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups. You're the 3rd reading I've done today. Page of Cups has come up in every your reading, Felicia's reading, Phyllis's reading. And I was telling Felicia earlier, I was thinking about her. I was thinking about you yesterday, but I was thinking about her while I was brushing my teeth earlier. And I also, like, within the same thought, was thinking about this card, this Page of Cups. So I've been thinking a lot about this card today, and I guess that's why it's showing up. I guess that's why Spirit wanted me to think about this card today, because, hey, girl, get ready. The Hermit. If I don't get money soon, I'm out of here. What do you mean you're out of here? Like you're going to leave North Carolina? Or what do you mean? Knight of Swords reverse. You'll get money soon. I know you will, Phyllis. There's no, like, you're drawing it towards you. Or the job, I mean, job hunting right now, I have several clients and friends who are also hunting for jobs, and it is more challenging in certain careers now, in a lot of careers right now, but it's really about, you know, just keeping on applying, and having faith that you will land something. Devil, Nine of Cups, the Sun, and Ace of Swords reversed. Wow. Okay, Fernando, this looks pretty good. All right, where do we start? You're a Gemini, right, my friend? I don't know why I always blank on your sign. Are you Gemini or Cancer? Because we have this Knight of Swords reversed over here. Knight of Swords reversed is very, you are a Gemini. Okay, Knight of Swords, Gemini card. Knight of Swords is, when it's reversed, is very, very, I want to say like frantic mental energy. Like, I don't want to say overthinking or obsessing about something or someone. But it's possible. I don't like using the term obsessing, but there's something that I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's something that is really on your mind at this time that takes like it takes a lot, like it lives rent free in your mind. Whatever this is, there's something that's taking up a lot of your mental energy now. This Knight of Swords reverse and this Ace of Swords reverse, it's something that is like really personally affecting you. Swords being the realm of the mind, and when I say affecting you, it's like it's really like plaguing your thoughts, and I feel like there's a because we've got this Five of Swords reversed and the Tower here. Five of Swords reversed is an energy of like accepting defeat, of accepting loss, and we have the Tower just right underneath. The Tower being an abruption, a massive change in one's life. But I feel like, and if there has been a change in your life, I feel like it wasn't your choice. And it may have come from out of nowhere. However, I saved the best for last. I just wanted to get, I like that. Those two energies were concerning me, and please let me know if it resonates or what's resonating with you. Because I'm seeing like a few different messages here. Normally, or at least your spirit guides like to focus on just like one thing. But I feel like they're talking a couple different things here. There's a big change. I think that a big change has occurred in your life, one that was not of your choosing. It hasn't happened. If something hasn't happened, I hate to say it, but it kind of looks like there's something on the horizon. It's not bad. It's like, I'm not getting the siren signs. I'm not getting like warning signs from your guides. But it's not like something that you would necessarily want. However, I'm also seeing another message of a brand new beginning. When one thing, you know, and it could be this change, but I don't think now. Spirit's saying there's two things that they're talking about here. There's some kind of change that's they're speaking of some kind of change that is not of your choosing. That you would like if the world were in your hands, this wouldn't have happened. But it's also not bad for you. It's not a danger to you. It's not going to harm you or affect you negatively unless you allow it to, unless you can't move past it. I do believe you can. Um, it feels like something that is that like would just make you uncomfortable. Um, and that's out of your comfort zone. Um, However, let's move on to this second aspect of this message, that there is if a brand new beginning hasn't started in your life, definitely anticipate that with this Ace of Wands. We also have this Ace of Swords reversed over here. I see changes. I see big changes in your life here, Fernando. I want to say one door closes, another door opens, but Spirit is saying that these two situations are unrelated. I feel like one is related to work, and I do feel like one is related to romance. I don't know if you're talking to anyone right now, if there's someone that is special to you right now, but I am seeing um, love on the horizon for you. That there's definitely a romantic energy here of a welcome beginning with this Ace of Wands, and a a solid connection um with this devil here. And it's like this person is, you are very, if you haven't met them, you're very, yeah, Ace of Wands to the devil, you're very physically attracted to one another. And this may be someone who you've been physically attracted to. You've had your eye on this person possibly for a little, not a little while, but like a minute maybe. And I feel like they're finally going to talk to you, or you're finally going to talk to them, and something is going to happen here. Yeah, I do. I feel like this is someone who you've had a little bit of a crush on, Fernando. Um, again, with this Page of Cups, it's been showing up in every reading. This has been a theme today. The way I have my first knee-jerk reaction when I see this card is the crush. I call it the crush card. Like, it's Page of Cups, but it's not. It's not. It can symbolize having a new crush in your life, a new person that you're like infatuated with or romantically interested in, for sure. Um, the two readings I did beforehand, I did not pick up that energy from this card. There's also an energy of resourcefulness, of inspiration, of being inspired by something outside of you in the outside world. It could be a person, it could be, and in this case, I believe it's a person. When we have a crush on someone, when we're infatuated with someone, they do take up our thoughts and sometimes live rent free in our brains for a little while, right? But they also are sources of inspiration for us. I don't like, if you're an artist, maybe you start like painting them, or if you may just start dreaming about them. But it's definitely um, like I said to Felicia, having that card in your reading is definitely a good portent, a good symbol of things, good things coming to you in the near future. And wish fulfillment, dreams, and this is why I think this is hi, are you able to give channeled readings for messages instead of tarot? No, I use tarot exclusively. Thank you. Well, I use tarot, but I channel messages with my spirit guides and tarot. I use both modalities. Thank you. This Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. That's why I think this is totally one who you've kind of been looking at for a little while, and may have been dreaming about. I get this message of like dreams, someone who may have been in your dreams, or daydreams even. It doesn't necessarily have to be your night dreams, but someone who definitely like takes up some space in your mind in a good way, in a positive way. And yeah, like wishes finally coming true, man. Then we have this Hermit card and the Sun. I really do feel like you're gonna really get to know someone romantically, and with this Hermit card, and I'm getting a message from Spirit that like, as much as you like don't let this, like, if this is like a romantic connection, like don't let it, like definitely take things slowly, as I always say. Realize that even though you really like this person, You still don't know them 100%, and always do your due diligence in finding out who they are as well as you can. And I think the best way to do that is just to spend time with someone and communicate with someone, chat with someone, and maybe a little bit of digital stalking. I don't like to call it stalking. Research, digital research, is not a bad thing either, as long as it doesn't, consume you or anything. A little bit is always healthy. It's always good to just find out about people. And you will get that clarity with the Sun card. I feel like this person is going to be very transparent, someone who you can trust, someone who is what you see is what you get. They're an open book, and I feel like this person, like I said, the best way of finding out about someone, learning about someone is simply talking to them, right? Spending time with them. This person is maybe an open book. I don't think you're going to have a lot of questions about who they are, or who they might present themselves as in the future. But I overall, Fernando, I see, except for that abruption, this tower moment, that I don't know if it's happened or not. And even that is not the worst thing in the world. Like I said, it's not bad. It's not something that's going to harm you. It's not something that's bad for you or unhealthy for you. It's just something that you, like I said, if the world were your way, you would choose it to not be that way. You would choose for that not to happen. I feel like it's something within your work, your work moving in some kind of different direction that is not really the most ideal for you. But I do see some love on the horizon for you, Fernando. Some romance for sure. And I don't know if I know you go to the gym. I'm wondering if it's someone at the gym, honestly, because it's someone who you have had your eye on, someone who has piqued your interest in the past. And it looks really good. It looks like things, like I said, the Page of Cups, like that. If that came up in my reading, if these cards came up in my reading, I'd be very, very pleased. I'd be very excited. Especially this Page of Cups, this Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Sun. These are fresh new beginnings, and very well, like you're really going to welcome these new beginnings. Because the Ace of Wands is, like very much a fresh new beginning, and Wands being inspiration, Page of Cups being an inspiration. I just feel like your headspace is going to be in a better place than it is right now, within the next couple of weeks. I see you like in like a little fling in a real, I don't want to call it a little fling because that sounds like diminutive, but it, like, I see something, I see a romance blossoming. I see it coming to pretty solid fruition, by June, I want to say. So keep me posted on that, Fernando. I really think that you're going to meet a really nice gentleman, and yeah, I really do. I think you're going to have some summer love here, Fernando. And don't sweat the change that I mentioned, because as I was to Felicia earlier, and as I say to everyone, nothing in this world is stagnant. Everything is in flux. Everything is constantly changing. The tide is constantly changing. It's calm at one point, and then it's turbulent at others. So always bear that in mind, that nothing is, even the good, unfortunately, even the good things in life are not permanent. But we can try and maintain them as long as we can, but all things are in flux. Okay. So yeah, that is what I am seeing for you, Friendo. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it, and I keep me posted here, because I like to see how this unfurls. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Miss Jolie James. Thank you so much, love. I hope you're doing well. I hope today finds you happy and well. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Hi, Jolie. How are you today? All right, sorry, Jolie. Just reapplying my lipstick. Okay, my mom gave me these really cute lipsticks. Um, I'm just trying them on. Okay, so you're getting your broker's license for insurance and financial products. Good for you, Jolie. What does business look like if I add these or if these services and build up this part of my business? All right, love. Let's see. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds her broker's license for insurance and financial products? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds getting her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds getting her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds getting her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds getting her broker's license for insurance and financial products for her services or to her services? Angels, messengers, spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds getting her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does business look like for Jolie if she adds her broker's license for insurance and financial products to her services? Okay, we have King of Cups, Ace of Wands reversed, Ace of Cups, Lovers reversed, and Three of Wands reversed. Okay, so this has been a theme throughout the week, not just the day, but I've been talking about this a lot. And this was the card I was holding in my thumbnail for this live stream, and this has been coming up a lot too. Page of Cups. It didn't come up for this one, but Page of Cups and King of Cups. The King of Cups sits on his throne, and his throne is on the ocean. And despite the rocky waters, he knows that they will return to being calm, and also remains fully seated upright in his throne. We have this upright. If this is reversed, I'd say I don't know if you can, because it's gonna be a rocky start. Basically, with the Ace of Wands, that is a rocky beginning. Business is going to be not as flush or like flourishing as you would like to see at the beginning. What's your sign again, love? Are you a Libra? Did you say you were a Libra? But Spirit is saying to go forth, that you've got this. Scorpio, I'm so sorry. You're the King of Cups. I mean, you're a queen, but you know what I mean. That's your card. So you know what I'm talking about there. You are, and I know, just knowing you, and what the things that the challenges you've overcome, and the challenges that you still face and deal with such grace and dignity. You much that energy, girl. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Spirit is saying that you can withstand this. It is going to be rocky at first. It's not going to be super. I don't know what the word I want to use is. Hell, it's not going to be like winning at first. It's going to be a little challenging. Sorry, one second. But it will absolutely pay off, 100%. With this Ace of Cups right here in the center, they're saying like, keep on holding on. And it's definitely going to enhance your business. But I do want some clarity here. Just with one card, but yeah, Three of Wands reverse tells me a lot that it's going to take patience, patience and time, before you see the fruits of your labors really. That's, they're saying that you can totally withstand it, that it would be great for you, but in time to definitely embrace the virtue of patience here. But that's something that you also, you don't have to do that if you don't. They fully, like, if you don't want to go forward here, they understand. But they're also saying that like you can do this, and it just I'm still confused about this Lover's reversed card. This to me is saying, because you do work with other people, you have clients. Okay, so not right now out of the gate success, but I will get there 100%. Yeah, you nailed it. That was a great conclusive sentence there. Yeah, I needed some clarity from my little black book here with the Lover's card reversed when it comes to career. And that it's what I thought. I normally don't have, I think I have to look for, an additional definition, and then I look it up and it's what I thought. There might be some difficult clients along the road as well. Again, that's nothing that you haven't experienced, I'm sure, and it's nothing that you can't handle with lots of grace and efficiency. So yeah, you said it in short. Yeah, just not right now, not right out, but eventually, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that will pay off, and that can be tough. That Three of Wands reversed, I totally get it. I think a lot of us have been there, where you start a new job or you implement something new to your business, and you're not seeing the fruits of your efforts immediately or quickly. It can definitely frustrating and feel a little like, should I continue turning this wheel? But and Spirit is saying, yeah, if as long as you stay like patient and can continue with it, you will find success, or business will be good for you eventually. I'm thinking, and it's probably about establishing yourself too with those services. Like I want to go to grad school soon. I don't know when, but I want to go to grad school so I can to get my MFA to be a therapist. And my best friend just did that, and she's dealing with that. She's just right out the gate a therapist, and she did say that it takes about a year or two to really establish yourself and get paid like well. So it might be a matter of that too, like just establishing yourself and making a name for yourself. It is, yeah, it is key. Even with my business, as a tarot reader, I've had this channel for 4 years. I've been giving professional readings for 4 years. I've been reading for longer than that, but I started doing it professionally 4 years ago, about 4.5 years ago. And the first about 6 months to 9 months I was just giving free readings pretty much. Some people would make donations just because they were saying, but I was establishing myself and letting people know this is what I'm like as a reader. If you like it, come back for more. So yeah, establishing oneself is key, and it takes time. It does take time, and it's something that I think a lot of careers, I don't want to say require, but it does occur, and it's all good. It's all part of the journey, and yeah, you're only improving yourself here. Oh, there's a tiny little spider. He's so cute. I don't want to hurt him. I won't hurt you, little spider. Cute. Oh, that you're very welcome, Jolie. Yeah, you're so welcome. I wish you all the best in attaining your license and adding that to your services. Um, it's only going to improve things for sure. It will not hurt. It won't do any damage, you know. But yeah, thank you so much, Jolie. Thank you, love. I appreciate you as always. And if you're still there, I hope that things have settled a little bit with the situation with your daughter and her school situation. Yeah, you're so welcome. That's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about you yesterday, Jolie. I was like, oh damn, I wonder how that's going. I hope that's like settling and and that there's something really good. See, that's that King of Cups energy that you've got, girl. Yeah, things are never stagnant, and you know everything changes, and thankfully even the shitty things. You're very welcome. Yeah, good. I'm wondering if that's why you popped into my brain yesterday. Because I think maybe Spirit was saying like, you know, things are, if you see her, let her know things are really like calming down, you know, and you're here. So, and that sounds great. That's wonderful. Yay! Good stuff. That's victory. By the way, Jolie, I don't know if you're still here, but I love you're so pretty. I love your picture your on Cash App. Your icon is really pretty. I'm just happy for a little piece, right? Yeah, you deserve it, hun. You really do. Like, I mean, everyone. Well, not everyone deserves peace. There's some people in this world that deserve to be disturbed, but you don't. You do not. You deserve some peace. Yeah, and peace and harmony. You're very welcome, love. You are so welcome. All right, everybody. So the donation queue is currently open. So I'm going to announce that. Donation queue is currently open. So anyone who makes a donation next, you will next. I received a donation from someone by the name of Austin. I don't know if they're clearly not watching, because if they would, they'd say, hi, I made a donation. But yeah, I got a donation by the name of Austin. Anyone know Austin out there? I don't know. What else? Yeah. So if you are interested in a reading, let me know. I'm going to be on for another, let's see, probably about another hour or so. Maybe a little less. We shall see. Gabrielle, hey girl, how you doing? This is such a random question, Gabrielle, but and you don't have to answer because it's, I guess, like, you know, location and stuff. I know you live in Texas. Is it Houston that you live in, or Dallas? I could have sworn it was Houston because I have a friend, member of the channel as well, who is moving to Houston from Chicago, and I know that you travel to Chicago a lot. And I just made that connection, but I was like, oh wait, I don't know if she's in Houston or not. But how are you doing? You did. I haven't received it. Where did you donate, sweetheart? On Cash? Ah, I just got it. Thank you, Gabrielle. Thank you, love. Okay. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. You meant to ask this yesterday. You got it. What's up? I wonder, since him and I have been talking, Johnny, his next step. He has not told me about the situation, but I'm wondering what possibly will come next. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm convinced that him and her are no longer. And you said you feel it in his energy. You feel like, is it like you feel kind of like breakup energy in him? Because that's the vibe I'm getting from him. Like does he seem kind of like down and out? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's... Okay, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is Johnny's next step towards Gabrielle? We have King of Pentacles reversed, King of Cups. King of Cups and Page of Cups have been coming up all the time today. And this is the card I was holding in my thumbnail. Four of Swords. The Hanged Man. Okay, I thought we were going to see the Hangman reversed. I was convinced, but it's upright. And Queen of Wands. Wow, this is... Hello, Rajanda, welcome. This is really interesting. This looks good. This is not something that I hate to say. I'm not being a pessimist or anything. I'm not. I'm an optimist, but I'm with realism. But just based on all the readings we've done for him, this is a shift. This is a shift. He is definitely thinking about next moves towards you. I think he's had a shift in perspective here. Like I said, I was convinced this card was gonna, because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I always do this. I always think, okay, what cards do I think will probably come up? What do I think the outcome will be? Unfortunately, based on his actions lately, I thought he was so hung up on this girl. I thought he just like wouldn't be even considering like making another move in romance, but quite the opposite. We have this Four of Swords here. He's definitely thinking about possible next steps towards you. I don't like this King of Pentacles reversed. This is really like Johnny needs to put his money where his mouth is. And you know, it's really a good sign that he has you on his mind, and that he is thinking about next steps, about what the next level is in terms of your friendship. And it does look, but when I say this King was reversed, I do have my doubts about him just because of his past actions. But as I always say to everyone, nothing in this world is stagnant. Nothing in this world remains unchanged. There is always, the tide is always turning. But this is really a card of him. Like, does he, like, he's thinking about it, but will he, sorry, I want some clarity on this card. 1 second. Because this is really, wow, this is really not something, but it's not what I expected. Hmm. Okay. The King of Pentacles in its reverse position can also warn against dishonesty, dishonest deeds. In terms of love, it's possibly being used, being controlled, someone who is a controlling partner, because you've been friends with him this whole time. You've been friends with him, but you guys haven't dated, so you don't know exactly what it's like to date him. You have an idea, but you haven't like had that experience yet. And something tells me that he's not he would present himself quite differently. He's as a lover, and I think this we can say this about most people, right? We're very different in our relationships. We're different to our friends than we are to our lovers. We're different to our family than we are to our pets or our coworkers. You know what I mean? We reserve certain um, aspects and facets of our personality for different types of relationships, and that does concern me. Like, because Spirit is saying that he is very different when he's a romantic partner to someone. But what I'm really liking here is this King of Cups and this Queen of Wands. This King of Cups is telling me that definitely is different dating. Yeah, yeah, and I'm sure you've observed that too. The ups and downs with this girl. Um, and yeah, the only card that's concerning me here is this one. He has desire for you. He does have affection for you. And also with this Queen of Wands, this is an action card. This is, you know, taking action, taking the lead, taking control. Not control, but taking action. Like she's the art here I think is very apropos. It's like she's pointing to what she wants. She's like, mine, it's mine, you know. A church plays a role in his perspective. Do you guys go to the same church? In what way does church play a role in his perspective? Curious. You do? Okay. Okay. Um, that's good. That's good. Um, that's important to you. It's important to him. Um, but it doesn't pose an issue, does it? Dating someone who's in the same congregation as you? It shouldn't be a problem. I think that's quite normal to meet someone in church or temple or mosque, you know. Um, and the two of you are both part of the same congregation. I think that's definitely a plus. Um, you're a good godly woman, and he definitely sees that and there's that with his relationship. I mean, on why his perspective has changed. Oh, you think that like he had like a revelation, like a religious revelation here? It's quite possible. I don't know, because and we don't know any really like much. We don't really know anything about this girl, this other girl. Um, we know that she travels a lot for work. We know she kind of abuses her divine feminine energies. That was a message I got actually when I was driving. Abuse. I was listening to a song, and it was, I can't sing the lyrics, they're not appropriate, but the song is called Get Some by a singer called Like Lee. And like, I'm your Prostitute. Come on, get some. And it's not a literal song. It's more just like this is my feminine energy, and like a shotgun needs no. I'm your, you gonna get some. It's a good song. It really hits bop. But my spirit guides have told me like that's not the way you should operate. That's abuse of one's divine feminine energy. My spirit guides really don't like me listening to that song. I'm like, it has a good beat. I'm sorry, but they always go like, no, like, that's not the way. That's not the way to behave as a woman. And they gave me her as an example. they were like, think about that woman that Gabrielle's Johnny is seeing or was seeing. That is abuse of one. That's the Empress reverse. That's abusing one's divine feminine energies, and you don't. You embrace them, and you embody the aspects of divine femininity that she does not. You are nurturing, you're warm, you're supportive, you're kind, you're giving. She's not. She takes and takes and takes. She's very cold, and you're like the complete opposite of her. And that could have been one of the revelations he had in church, or just, you know, in through prayer or whatever he does. It's a very personal thing. I don't know how he connects with God spirit, but he does, and that's wonderful. However he does, it sounds like, yeah, he had a revelation of some type, and has realized finally. I wonder what will happen to her. I don't know. I don't know. I do believe that she's out of the picture, or I think it's more a matter of she kicked him to the curb less than he broke. I really don't think he broke up with her. I think that it was like she dumped him. And sure, yeah, we can ask, hun, no problem. I'm curious myself. Sorry, Gabrielle, did you want to ask, see if that question, or were you just saying, like, let's see, like, we'll see how things will go? Boop. Oh, I hope Gabrielle's still here. I just want to say thank you, Gabrielle, for your donation, love. I appreciate you always, and I hope I brought you some clarity. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, hun, for your donation. How do we want to ask this? Gabrielle, do you just want me to ask? Sorry, one sec. How do you ask the question, Gabrielle? Do you want me to ask what their future is? Oh, Dallas. Oh, okay. Cool. I remember when you were about to move there. I was doing my tarot on the other side of the room that day. I did get it, Gabrielle. Are you, I don't know if you're, you might need to refresh your browser, but I'm just asking you how you want me to ask the question, hun. Do you want me to ask what the outcome between them will be, or do you want me to ask like what her intentions are towards him? Like, how do you want me to use this? The outcome between them. You got it. You got it. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will be the outcome between Johnny and that girl we don't know the name of? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and that girl, his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will happen between Johnny and his other girl? We have the Magician, King of Cups again in the same position, Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, oh geez, and Three of Swords. Okay, so he has not fully let go here. He is still. He's got feelings for you. He's got emotions and feelings for you. He's got emotions and feelings for her still. This is upright and in the exact same place that it was in your last reading. And so weird, I was holding this card in my thumbnail picture. I just randomly picked this card. I like this card a lot. King of Cups is a really good card. But in this sense, he still has feelings for her. And I stand firmly by my prediction that they have broken up. Seeing this here, he, with the Magician, we've got both Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. He wants to transform this ending. He wants to do, he's willing to work and do anything to try and get her back. That's not good. It's not this. And as I was shuffling, girl, I kept on seeing the Three of Cups. I was convinced the Three of Cups was going to come up, but we got the Three of Swords. Well, I'll get into that in a moment. Yeah, he's wanting to work and do anything to get her back. And he's going to reach out to her. I don't know. I don't think she's blocked him. I don't think she blocks anyone, honestly. I think she plays men, and she keeps them like on a little keychain, like on a little leash. Like, she's not cut off all contact with him or banned him from contacting her. And he's thinking about, like, what can I say, what can I do to bring her back. However, we ask what the outcome would be between the two of them. Like, and disappointment. Three of Swords. That's why I say she's broken up with. I still stand firmly by that. She's broken up with him. He's going through heartache and he doesn't like it, and that concerns me. While I do believe that his feelings for you are genuine, this I'm heartbroken energy, so I'm gonna be I'm gonna jump into a relationship without taking some time out to heal, because that's his energy. Like, I don't want to feel this pain. So and Gabrielle is wonderful. Maybe if I wouldn't feel that. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the energy I'm not liking here is this energy of, one second, this energy of, I call it like lily pad people, and it's very, I mean, it's very common for people to be in one relationship and jump into another one, especially if there's someone who in your life who is like this King of Cups came up for you, it came up for her. Especially if there's someone in your life who you are interested in. I do believe he is genuinely interested in you, but the problem here is that I'm seeing that he still holds a torch for her. He still has a place for her in his heart, and that's I understand that, kind of, despite the way she's treated him. I don't know, I get kind of simp energy from him when it comes to her. I feel like he's at her beck and call, um and I think that's what she likes. She likes that control, and it drives him mad and makes him sad, and like to the point where he just wants to like be with someone else. He doesn't, and that's, you know, like I said, that's fine a little bit, you know. I it feels like rebound to me. I don't use that, and I usually don't use that term. I don't like that term. Like I said, love is very complicated. I don't judge anyone for the relationship choices they make. I've made my share of bad choices and good choices, and they are what they are. But I feel like this guy just wants to just bypass the healing period. And again, his feelings for you are genuine. I stand by that. But until he's fully disconnected from her, I wouldn't trust dating him, honestly, Gabrielle. I would constantly be like, is he? I'd constantly be thinking like, am I sexed? Or and am I second best? Or is he still talking to her? Is he like reaching out to her? Is he thinking about her? Because the Ace of Swords is both. Ace of Swords is thinking about someone and wanting to them communication, using your voice, also using your mind. He's on her mind. She's on his mind. And you know, as much as I want to see you happy and with someone who makes you happy, I see this as being potentially problematic. Um, like I said, I'll throw in an extra card there that I kept on seeing when I was shuffling, and it's that Three of Cups, and we've also got this Three of Swords, and he's got to cut out this. He has to cut connections with this woman completely, if you and him are to be in a successful relationship. So yeah, I don't know him, and I've never met him, but he's a very, very complicated guy, and you know, you're a very, very smart woman, and you're very intuitive. You can pick up on things that aren't spoken, energies and whatnot, and yeah, just really use your intuition here, Gabrielle, because I do think that I feel like he's grasping at straws here. I feel like he's yeah, he's got both of you on the brain, but it's more like relief from heartache, and I don't think that's fair. For sure. Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Thank you, love. I appreciate you, and I hope I brought you some clarity to the situation. Um, yeah, it's definitely. I'm trying to think if I've ever been I think I have. No, I know I have been in a similar situation. It didn't last quite as long, but I've definitely been there where it's like you can tell that they like you and you know you like them, but there's this other person still in the picture, and it's you can't help but question that because they're still in the picture, even if she's not physically there, you know. So yeah. Much love and light to you, Gabrielle. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. Um, yeah. Hope you have a wonderful. If you haven't had dinner yet, hope you have a lovely dinner. I guess it's dinner time here, so you probably have already had dinner. But yeah, I'm about to have some pizza in about 20 minutes or so. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, everybody. So if you have a question And you will be next. The queue is open. So the next person who donates will be my next reading. Donation queue is open. Jewel, hey girl, how are you doing? How are you, sweetheart? Happy Sunday to you. Taking 15 minutes before I resume my math homework, which has taken me 5 hours to do it. This goodness. Girl, you are a star. You are such a studious young lady. You are very much the Page of Pentacles right now. Page of Pentacles is, or no, sorry, Page of Swords. So sorry. The Page of Swords is definitely the student, the learner, the one who's like really focused on their studies. And girl, I think I told you I'm convinced I'm going to go back to, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to go back to grad school. Or I'm going to grad school. I've never been. I'm going to get my MFA. I want to get my MFA and become a therapist. And I was talking to my psychiatrist about it, and she was like, "Oh, that's great. That'd be great for you." She's like, "But I do." She's like, and I was like, "Yeah. The only thing that intimidates me is A, taking out the loan for student loans, and the money, and B, having to take stat, because I don't think every MFA program requires you to take stat." But some of them do. And she's like, "Oh, you'll be fine at stat. It's mostly, it's just like it's like what did she say? It was like pre-calc." I'm like, no, that I won't be able to do it if it's like that. I mean, I will, but it's so hard. Oh, I didn't hear when you said you wanted to be a therapist. That should be lucrative. I hope so. My best friend just started practicing, and she, well, with like any job, I did a reading for a client of mine earlier, and you got to establish yourself. She paid super well right now because she just started, but the pay gets good after about 2 years. But you've really got to establish yourself, and yeah, you know, and I think that's like that goes with a lot of jobs, um, a lot of careers. So I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm patient. Um, and I'm not intimidated by the fact that I'm almost 40 and I'm starting school. I'll probably start next year. Um, you know, 40 is the new 20, baby. um, yeah, it's definitely something I should have done when I was 30, but was not in the space to do so. Right, Jewel? Yeah, I'm debt free and proud of it, and it's not been that way my whole life at all. And I'm really scared of taking out loans. Yeah, because there's no money for grad school. It's not like I can get like, you know, like a grant or a scholarship. Like I don't think they have those for like MFA programs, not that I know of. But luckily, my friend, she's the one who is a former SEX worker. She has made a lot of money. She made a lot of money and saved a lot of money doing that. She also is a very well established model. She does modeling, and so she was able to pay for it. I didn't realize that she was able to pay for it all in one. I was like, oh, that's very different from my situation. You know, I completely get it. Being in school when you're not in the headspace will destroy your GPA like I did mine. I've gotten it back to a 2.0 now, though. Yeah, you got to be in the right headspace. I was definitely not. I wasn't in the right, not just not the right headspace, but the right space. Like I was in an abusive relationship. Like it was not good. I'm not in a good space at all. And I now am, and I want to take advantage of that. And I want to do it online because I don't want the hassle of driving. As much as I want the community of being in a school and getting to meet people, I don't think I have the time to do that, or the money, because I'm gonna apply to pretty much every CSU, and a lot of those are in Southern California, or far Northern California, and I can't afford to move. That would cost so much more. So yeah, I'm still not 100% sure. I am and I'm not. Like I haven't made a lot of strides. Like the first step is I need 2 letters of recommendation, and I've never worked in this field. Like my friend was a social worker as well. She was a social worker for like the past 5 years. And she didn't need those letters of rec. However, she did go back to school, to community college, and took a couple of psychology classes just to, that hurts you is all. Yes. Well, hurt people hurt people. He's not a bad man, and I forgive him, and he's definitely apologized to me, and we still talk every once in a while. Completely cut him out of my life just because I still care about him. I want to make sure he's okay and healthy and doing well. But he's no longer, in my life. It's a very healthy distance that we have. He doesn't even live in the state anymore. But yeah, no, I forgive, and I wasn't perfect either. It doesn't excuse any of his behavior, his abuse towards me at all. But it was we were both in a very, I shouldn't have been in a relationship at the time. Let's just put it that way. If I shouldn't have been in grad school, I probably shouldn't have been in a relationship. You know what I mean? We had a business together, a medical cannabis business. And it was very successful until California legalized cannabis, and then we lost as the cost of licenses just skyrocketed. And so yeah, we lost both our house and our business, and we kind of just traveled all over the country, just kind of trying to find a place that would be good for us to live. And we went to New Orleans. That was one of the places we went to. And while I was there, we got into a huge argument. And I was like, okay, well, go entertain yourself. Like, I need to. And I found this. Oh no, it was referred to me by my nail lady. I had nails done in New Orleans. And I told her I wanted to get a tarot reading. I had kind of distanced myself from tarot for about 4 years or so. I kind of got out of the spirit world because I wasn't in the right headspace. And I got this amazing tarot reading from this gentleman, and he picked up on everything. The first card he pulled was the Tower. He was like, whoa, you've just been through a massive upheaval. Like, you've lost, I hate to say it, but it's like, you've lost everything. I was like, whoa, dude. Yeah. And that brought me back into tarot. That gentleman, that reading, that amazing reading that gave me so much clarity. He didn't just tell me about my current state. He also talked about my future, my past, present, future. And it just brought me so much clarity. And I was like, damn. And it stuck with me. And yeah, I should get back into that. He really inspired me. So I forget his name, but thank you, New Orleans tarot reader guy. You were awesome. He was a really sweet guy. So it's that time of night. I'm going to do a last call for any and all donations tonight. If you have a question that you would like answered tonight, now would be the time to send in your donation, or simply notify me. Hey, Sophie, I would like a reading. Yes, you New Orleans dude. I am racking my brain for what his name was. I remember he was from Florida. He told me a little bit about himself. He was a really sweet gay guy, and he was kind of goth, goth, gay, skinny white guy. And he was just really, really sweet and very talented, very, very talented. I remember he actually did give me his information. I just lost it, but he wrote it down on a piece of paper. And he was like, hey, I know you live in California, or, you might, it's tentative where you live right now, but if you ever need me, here's my information. Don't tell the store that I did this because I'm not supposed to. But yeah, so he was getting private clients too while he was there, which is awesome. He wasn't allowed to. I'm not telling on him, but I won't say the name of the store. No, I will. Everyone should go to New Orleans. Go to, oh my God, I'm forgetting the name of it. Oh gosh. House of Voodoo. It's called the House of Voodoo, which I don't like voodoo. Y'all know that. I'm not a fan of voodoo. But the store is called, it's Madam Something's House of Voodoo. And I don't know if he still works there. He probably doesn't. It's been 6 years or so. But if you ever find yourself in New Orleans, so I might be there one day. Yeah, if you've never been and you're closer to NOLA than me, you should totally go. I have a client who just went a couple of months ago. Yeah, it's fantastic, girl. I got a picture of a ghost. I went to the Lafayette Cemetery, and him and I took an Uber there. And when we got there, it was closed. But I still wanted to take a picture of the front gates. So I asked the Uber driver lady if I could just take a picture of the gates. She was like, totally, that's totally fine. So I did. and I got photographed, and there's like a white specter at the gates that I did not see, and there's no clouds. It's too low to be a cloud or fog. I was just thinking about how spiritually active it's said to be there. Totally. I mean, I'm talking about, you know, my tarot rediscovery when I was there. Yeah, I got back into, you know, I don't like to call it witchcraft, but yeah, witchcraft. I am a witch, and tarot, and I even bought a candle. Oh, I bought a love spell candle to like heal him and bring us back together. Didn't work, but I still pray that he heals from he's got real anger issues. He was very verbally abusive. Never hit me. I will say that he never ever hit me. But he did get punched in the face once for yelling at me. A guy in Montana heard him and punched him right in the face. He was like, in Montana, I don't know where you're all from, but in Montana, we don't talk to our ladies like that. I was like, whoa, thank you, dude. This guy was yelling at me all night. Anyway, enough about me. I am going to go feed myself. I'm having pizza tonight. And right, like, I was very, but it I don't want to finish the story because it's a little private. I'll tell you one day, girl. But it resulted in something not that good. But it taught him a lesson, and I actually left. I left him that day. I left him. I was done. I was like, this is enough. Anyway, so yeah, boundaries and not accepting abusive behavior is so crucial, and definitely a factor of life that we have to always maintain. My hair looks awful. Oh God, I gotta take care of that. All right. Thank you all so much for a wonderful night. I am going to call it a night, and I will hopefully see. I'll do my best to I'll do my best to go live tomorrow night. Yeah, thank you all so much. You have a wonderful night too, Jewel. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye.